Hey, good afternoon, Trade Genius. It's Bob here, 20th of March. And I'm going to start off this video with Facebook. And um, and I think this is a watershed event. I think people have been waiting for an excuse to start selling down these the FANG M stocks, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, and Microsoft. And if you haven't noticed, Facebook and Google have already started to lag Amazon and Netflix. And today you have some sympathetic selling in all of those. And this is a great excuse for people to start taking some money off the table. So keep an eye on this. Now, having said that, this is the sell-off, and just look here. We're now kind of oversold. Okay, this is a pretty stretched 60-minute move here. And if you notice, it did bounce right off of this lower regression line. And now you got to watch and see is if this price this moving average holds it, we can go down further. But if it breaks through, there's a good chance they'll probably relief rally Facebook here. Too many people at this point are leaning short, so you're going to get your shot at shorting Facebook here very shortly, if you could pardon the pun. But FYI, and this is where the weakness is, but this really tore SPY apart yesterday, but today they were less caught off guard, and the big money does not want SPY to go down, at least not until after the Fed meeting. So there was buying today to kind of keep the SPY neutral, and so that's something to keep in mind tomorrow. Because talking about SPY and talking yesterday, Tuesdays are a hard day to short the market anyway, and you could just put a trade on the night before, and especially if you're doing something with futures or Nadex, you can make a couple $100 pretty quickly and be done, necessarily by the open. So and that was the case today. Had a nice little pop at the open, and then you were able to kind of enjoy the day or play some of the swings, which we did a little bit today. And then here's SPY. So SPY also had this breakdown yesterday, and today it's kind of flattening out. And my expectation is it's going to try to relief rally again tomorrow. 60% of the time when the Fed raises interest rates, SPY ends green, and has a profit factor of over 2 to 1. What a profit factor means is that when you win, you're winning at twice the dollar level as if you lose. So if you like invested $1,000 and the gain was 200 on average, if today was a loser, it'd be a loss of 100, kind of a situation. So it biases actually to the upside. So just bear that in mind. You may get some wiggles, but if you get a good dip, you might want to take a shot and see if you can catch a nice day trade. And then finally, also what here is that, like I said, I trade Litecoin, and they, we caught this move and on Sunday, and again it was way overstretched. This is just a no-brainer. Take a position, set a stop underneath it if you're wrong, because you won't be wrong for long. There'll be another buy coming pretty close after that, and then it basically has rocketed from basically 138 to 170 area here, and so it's holding the gains pretty well. Normally I sell out, and so I'm back in, and I'm staying in, and just something to keep an eye on here. Some things are changing, and nice little cup here, and if it breaks that, then we're looking to get back here, the 190 area, and then after that, we're in the 210 area. But excuse me, but Phil will talk more on the cryptos. I just tell you personally what I'm doing. I like it. I like the whole space now. Looks like the money's coming back in, and I think this is there's some things changing. You can see it in the, you can feel it in the wind. You have tariffs, you have Russia, you have Facebook, you have data privacy, you have the Europeans going into some really raising taxes really hard on these tech companies. You have China going to the oil and the yuan, You know, I mean, you're not talking about a benign environment here, and I think you're talking a little bit more anxiety than just a wall of worry. So just be careful. And as interest rates continue to climb, you got this LIBOR iOS rate that's out of whack. We don't know why, and somebody knows, but we don't know. And it's going to put pressure on everybody who borrows money short term, and it's just going to cost everybody more money, and that means it's less money for them to be able to put into their businesses or even to buy back stocks. Now, having said that, is that I'm playing for the bounce. So we have SPY calls on, and we have VXX puts on, and I have miners because there's a good chance that miners and metals will rally out of this report. You know, because people are starting to get to the point here where they're thinking, hey, are they going to continue to raise interest rates? It's going to, you know, between now and the next, you know, meeting, which they can look at this stuff, maybe June, they may not be too excited about it because we could be starting to roll over pretty hard in the stock market or even in the economy. And people may think then it might be an opportunity to start grabbing positions in the metals and miners. They're holding up well, you know, and I think I'm not the only one with this notion. So FYI, we're in AG, we're in silver, and we're in GDX as well. So anywho, that's the report for today, and tomorrow will be interesting with the Fed. I don't expect. Well, I'll tell you what we think will happen. We'll get a push down, and we'll get a push higher, and we'll be flat into the meeting, and then we'll have a little wiggle there, and then it'll pick a direction. Anyway, Bob, Trade Genius, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.